I need this. Well, good morning. Were they great or what? Let's hear it again for them. So, it's been quite a week, to say the least. And boy, what do I talk about first, right? Well, first, this is a day of prayer for the people who have been affected by Harvey and the animals. I mean, the whole situation has touched me, but when I see the animals, I'm just like brought to my knees. I'm just like, wow, everything is affected, right? And we won't even get into the critters, the little creepy crawlers that are affected, the ants, this is a whole thing. Also, last week, a beloved friend of all of ours, Louise Habe, made her transition. Yeah, what a great consciousness, right? I mean, what a great, powerful woman. Wow. And it's Labor Day. Go ahead and take tomorrow off, right? And also, I had to re-gear my talk. Last month, I had to re-gear every talk about what was going on in the world. Because if something happens the night before you're talking, you don't talk about it. It's like, why didn't he say anything about the big disaster that happened yesterday, right? So the 2017 theme for Centers for Spiritual Living is value-based spiritual living. We stand together in a shared commitment and devotion to our spiritual practices, principles, and values. And the September theme, it's a whole new month, and it is Hearts of Service. And this talk today is, it's all about me. It's all about me. And don't worry, next week's talk is Your Life Isn't Yours. So... And these titles are given to us by the headquarters, and all the centers get the choice if they want to speak about it. But I thought this was perfect for what we're dealing with right now. So, happy Labor Day weekend. As we explore how this teaching works in our life, we see that by serving others, we are served personally. By serving others, we change the world one person at a time. Neighbor helping neighbor. It's all about me. The me that is us. The me that is we. There is only one of us here. God. Hurricane Harvey, now Tropical Storm Harvey, or whatever they're calling it now, has showed us just how powerful Mother Nature can be and how spiritually our hearts go out to be in service to humanity in any way we can. Neighbor, helping neighbor. It's all about me. The me that is us, the me that is we. There's only one of us here, God. You're going to see that continue over in my talk. We are seeing, and we will continue to see, countless stories of neighbor helping neighbor, literally flooding, forgive my pun, social media and news outlets. It is impossible not to be touched in some way by the power of our human spirit and our nature to help those in need, and witness the resilience of our human spirit to survive no matter what. Ultimately, by being responsible for our own consciousness, it really is all about me. We must be willing to begin to experience our oneness. And I think that what happened with people being trapped, you drop your boundaries. You have to. The stories of rescue after rescue after rescue is really all about me. The me that is us. the me that is we. There is only one of us here, and it is God. As helicopters pluck people from rooftops and boat after boat offer assistance to victims of raising floodwaters, something deep within us is being touched. Do you feel it? Something deep within all of us is being activated to help our brothers, our sisters. And why? Why do we have that feeling? It's because it is ourselves. That feeling that you're getting, it is the spirit of wholeness. It is the very Holy Spirit, if you will, being touched at depth within our being, touching our oneness, because it is all about me. The me that is we, the me that is we. There is only one of us here, and it's God. No one asked, what race are you? What gender are you? Your age or your political affiliation. When help is needed, help is given. No matter what your belief, your religion, your social status, rich, poor, sick, healthy, sexual orientation, help is not turned away. For it is written, it rains on the just and the unjust. And we are all just and unjust, if you will, in someone's eyes. And why is that? Because it's really all about me. The me that is us, excuse me, and the me that is we. There's only one of us here, God. And Science of Mind on page 246.3 says it this way. We would be better to spend our time using the law than arguing over it. Our position is to be proven by demonstration alone. This is the first step of all of the theories. I understand this to mean, don't take my word for it, but prove it. Prove it. Let's go a little deeper now. The beginning student of this teaching often proves this law with guitars and Cadillacs and prosperity in all forms, which is fine as far as that goes, but this situation, we are all witnessing the demonstration of spiritual power, the power of love that transcends any and all so-called boundaries. Our boundaries have to be left at the door, because in a rescue facility, you're going to find the rich, the poor, the whatever. You're going to find humanity, and you're going to find spiritual energy everywhere. Neighbor helping neighbor. Think about it. Is it any wonder, with everything else that's going on in our world, that Mother Nature wouldn't respond with an attention getter of her own to bring our focus back to what is really going on and important here? Think about it. You know, we kind of spun out on some other stuff, but when something happens and we are all affected, all that stuff goes out the window. When there's something that needs our attention, we give it our attention. It demands our attention. I think that, you know, if this world wanted to, would shake us off like a bad case of fleas. Like a dog, just, right? I mean, Mother Nature is not something you mess with, right? You don't play with fire. She is also saying, it's all about me. The me that is us, the me that is we. There is only one of us here, God. Let's pay attention to the message that she is sending us here, okay? Let's not just sweep this one under the carpet and go, well, it was just because of we built in places we shouldn't have. Of course we do. That's what we do. We build in places we shouldn't have. You know, something happens with Mother Nature and we go, oh, look at what she did to us. It's like, no, look at what we did. We have to look at what we did. You always have to look at what's ours in this, right? Mother Earth, Mother Nature, demonstrates her deep realization of the infinite power and presence and blows our belief into the next level of understanding, literally, right? It's like, whew, let me think about this again. Does she have your attention yet? Hello? The scales of prejudice give way to understanding, and we sense there truly is a powerful law backing every situation. And knowing this, we start working with this law and moving it into every aspect of our life consciously. That's what this is all about. It's about raising our consciousness. We are beginning to move away from getting stuff in this world of form and begin to move into gaining consciousness through spiritual practice and deep spiritual enrichment. Because all the stuff in this world is a byproduct of the consciousness anyway. I've outlined a few quotes here that refer to this spiritual aspect of Labor Day that coincide with what we're walking through in this situation. Ernest Holmes wrote, "In your invisible power, we are doing the divine business of God in all of our activities. We have all the resources we need. We have no competitors, and the business is always a function of good. We must claim this partnership as our own, accept the counsel of our silent partner, God, and realize that we create through this partnership always in results and in more good and in the action of good, creating things out of himself, by himself, becoming the thing he makes." It's all part of the same energy. Dr. Raymond Charles Barker wrote in his book, "Business is God in Action." We consciously incorporate the Spirit into our lives. Disgruntled employees mellow. Customers are appreciated. The boss lightens up. Co-workers are gentle. A feeling of well-being inflicts the workplace. All because we have done the work within our own consciousness to allow Spirit to express itself through our working and life environment. He goes on to say, and I'm paraphrasing, "One of the fastest ways to create a field of demonstration is to activate our sense of blessing, gratitude for others in our life, and this is done by serving others." And I added, by volunteering, we proclaim to the universe, I mean business here. Get out of yourself by proving your oneness. Raymond Charles Barker goes on to say, there is a reward that comes in the feeling of having served one's fellow man or having served God in service to one's fellow man. But we are apt to forget that the service we perform for each other is not really for other at all. In serving each other, we are serving the Christ. We are serving God, and it makes no difference whether we are supporting our family or contributing to the Red Cross. We are not doing it unto humanity, for human beings. We are doing it unto the Christ of our being. You are only serving in the manner of the Christ when you understand that any service you give to your fellow man is really your devotion to God, made manifest in the least of these, my brethren. Again, that's from Dr. Raymond Charles Barker in his book, Business in God in Action. Wow. How timely, right? So, as I conclude, this teaching has the potential to change the way the world looks from a struggle to a freedom. And it's all in how we view it. Yet we cannot give away something we do not have. We first must learn to prove the law to ourselves by demonstrating good that supports the structure of our own lives in prosperous and loving ways. We must learn also to listen to the messages of Mother Nature, Mother Earth, what she's telling us and what she is sending us. I believe Harvey is a wake-up call from our planet. In this knowing, we can then raise others into this new level of consciousness when we raise ourselves. Witness and honor the spirit within all, because it's all about me. The me that is us, the me that is we. There's only one of us here, God, and so it is. Thank you. So let's follow our teaching and let's go into prayer now. Remember who we are. There is a power. I invite you to bring to the forefront of your consciousness whatever you believe that power is. Call it God or Christ consciousness, source energy, great spirit. Whatever is yours to bring forward. Let's remember that now. And remembering that each one of us, everywhere, is a divine emanation and expression of that same power and its ability to demonstrate in this world of form as who and what we are. Speak a word for anyone who has been affected by Harvey, the storm, the event, the experience of Mother Nature. I know that whatever is needed is already provided. That something wonderful is happening in these situations that is moving us forward consciously. For all the animals that have been affected. For anyone, anywhere on this globe who has been affected by anything where they may need assistance. I call that assistance forward right here and right now in every situation, knowing that whatever is needed is provided. I may not know what that looks like, but I know that God does. So I activate that power right here and right now. I call it forth in every situation in a way that makes sense to the individual, that is for their highest and best forward movement and progress through this thing called life. It may appear different to us, but I know that it is substantial to each individual who chooses to know their truth, to embrace the love and the wisdom of the universe in everything they do. And for that, we are so blessed. Something wonderful is happening. Regardless of the appearance, I call forth the blessing in each and every situation, knowing that as we turn away from what does not work, not to deny it, but not to feed it any more power, we turn into God. And as we do, that power is activated. That miraculous energy of love and life and truth and joy springs forward in every situation. It appears as a miracle. For I know that there is something that is happening, and I call it good. So I say thank you. Thank you, divine, loving energy of all light. for this time, this space, and this place. For the ability to think, to act, and to love. And we take full advantage of that by implementing prayer in our lives. For I know with all my heart and soul that it is so. As I release this word directly into that law and allow it to be so, we affirm by saying, so it is.